Now, in the cartoon community, there have been sort of discussions. In fact, there's a specific post kind of inspired me to make this video. Basically, this post basically saying they feel the Get Like district will sort of fail because it's not in trend, or aka it's not cute or sexy enough to actually grab your attention, to give it a chance to make it a new series of this. Because compared to the Digital Circus, is exactly as cute and sexy to grab a huge audience to watch. Even that, to be fair, this is a very honest, good question, because the very end is kind of is true. If you look around of Twitter or TikTok, you have people are posting a lot of questions, a lot of things, but there is no basically foot traffic. Is kind of slow. You know, when the show is popular, is that you see a lot of not just fan art, a lot of different creative ideas of the Spire original IP. You have comic book strips, memes, fan art, cosplay, stories, AUs, and it continue on and on. But the only problem is you only have a little bit of discussion. You don't have a lot of traffic with every single post. And this is the thing people are sort of kind of scared of. To be fair, they're on the money because it's been almost close to a week and the video has been trending of the original pilot, close to hitting 10 million views, but it's getting more the longer it gets. It also tracking a similar kind of speed as the original Digital Circus, but there is one major problem. Digital Circus, with a couple of days, they did have everything that I mentioned in the very beginning, but the Gaslight District, it doesn't. It's just sort of, it has people talking about it, but this is more a little bit concerned, but at the same time, they do appreciating the fan everything. In fact, some people responded is that it's okay to not be cute, sexy, because they're trying not to be the same trend. They're trying to break the mold like Ren and Stimpy. This is the reason why many people really enjoy it. I fact, there's some posts people pointing out this is the reason why I like it. It's completely different. But at the same time, it's a reason why people or companies avoid something like the Dead-like District. It's because it won't get the people you want. That's what I have to make very colorful. I think one of the big examples is sort of Steven Universe. Just watch the original pilot, just the image, how it looks like, and compare of the original show art style, it completely changed automatically. It's more colorful, more vibrant to the original pilot because they want to people think, oh, it's cute and colorful to grab your attention, so you have more bigger chance to grab you. But I think I should break this a little bit more to make my point why this concern is very prominent in the community. Before I do, my name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation, not just animation, the reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Of course, you like how it's going, you like to help my channel, pull like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only thing you need to do. If not, that's fine. You do, thank you. Because of you, I'm getting close to my main goal of 2,000 subscribers. And yes, I'm getting close every single day because of people like you. People who like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Now let's get started off this conversation. If the Gaslight District is successful or is just sort of not gonna get greenlit, let's discuss. Now, I have to say, to describe the situation, it seems more like the Tim Burton sort of situation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, one of his movies, specifically Nightmare Before Christmas, has the same problem. That you could ask anyone the very beginning when this movie came out, no one was talking about it. Nobody really know how to react to this specific film of Tim Burton because it's so different and wild and unconventional that nobody know how to react to it, except for Latin America, because Latin America love this shit. They love the sort of darkness and death themes. That's the only place was sort of successful. In fact, there's been a documentary on Netflix explaining this how the Night Before Christmas became successful because of Latin America. But it's for a reason. Besides that, that's what I mean. It's sort of nobody knows how to explain or feel about the Gaslight District, only cartoon fans or anime fans, people who like artistic stuff, people who like something a little different. And this is completely different. This is the reason why people are kind of struggling to understand, specifically normies, because normies, you could say whatever you want with them, but they are very important to push this sort of type of project. The more people watch it, the more normies watch it, the more they want to know, what is this? Why do I like it? How can I express myself of this? And that's the thing. The normies don't know how to feel about it. The rest of the community who love animation adore this because it just sort of breaks the mold. It feels more different. It feels guy sexy. If you don't know what I mean, there are two types of sexy. They're girl sexy, guy sexy. If you want to push the limit, there's Danny fandom sexy. Of course, there are three sexiness, just to make a point here. That girl sexy is basically what I mean, is sort of colorful, over a top. Something like Digital Circus. Guy sexy is disgusting, kind of offbeat, weird, confident. That is the Gaslight District. Sometimes they try to lean both sides or make a mix, like something like Danny Fandom, to appeal whatever kind of people they actually want. They want women to watch it. They're leaning to more guy sexy, but still make it feminine, something like Danny Fandom. Or they wanted to make more for guys, make it over sexualized, something like anime over sexualized women, but yet get the girls a little more depth to get the girls to stay to watch the development, to see the twists in the plots. You have that sort of style. And the Gaslight District leans more into sort of guy sexy, disgusting, uncertain, unsure, only unhinged, but also very confident. But at the same time, you have this other issue, is that it's very lore heavy. It doesn't leave you, it doesn't hold your hand. I mean, to be fair, to compare to Digital Circus, it doesn't hold your hand either, but it has a very slow pace. It took its time to basically set up everything. In fact, the first part, you have a good understanding of the situation. It leaves you enough time to understand every single idea they have. They didn't have to develop all the characters, only maybe Pommy and one or two more characters, understand semi their personalities, and that's it. That Gaslight District doesn't leave you much time to breathe. That itself, it's really hard to ignore. In fact, that's the one thing people sort of minor complain. They still love it, but they complain they wish there was tad slower, a tad less lore heavy. I mean, you still have that lore heavy, but you wish they sort of extended to the next episode, or extend this specific episode, this specific pilot, to a 45 a minute pilot, in other words, because it could work better than that way. Just give it a little more time to breathe in between. And I think that's sort of some of the issue. Is so macabre, so different, so thick with lore, and none of the characters are girl sexy, they're guy sexy. And even that, the cutest one of all of them is our main lead, Mel, who is very covered up but very enthusiastic tomboy. And that's sometimes that's all you need, but at the same time, sort of how to defend, discuss, you don't know how to think about it now. And I think that's sort of the issue, because they give you so much in the plate, you just look at it for a little while. In fact, the last couple of days, people were posting, but there was no foot traffic. There wasn't enough discussion. The only discussion is our main lead is gay, straight, or goon, or one of the angels is Children of Diva. That's the only few discussion things I found the last couple of days. It take about 5 or 6 days, and right now people are noticing that there is not much discussion about this. People are starting to be scared this show or this play could be a failure because it doesn't appeal of the mass people. It's not colorful enough, not showing enough. Even that this show, specifically Glitch Production, do not make a family-friendly cartoons. They made for teen and adults, and that's sort of the point. They basically the new Adult Swim company who trying to change the rhythm of animation to misconceive or misunderstands there is a different demographic besides PG, that would be Bluey, or Ready R, something like Rick and Morty or Family Guy. This show specifically falls in between both of these, making something unique and different. It doesn't rely on swearing, it doesn't rely on kind of gags, doesn't rely on politics. It's all about this world. And that itself, it's hard to pull off. I mean, you have to make sure the characters are truly likable. And the characters, they are, but once more, you can tell why people mean they're not sexy, because none of the characters have that Tumblr sexy man, something like Jax, or something kind of cute and simple and shy and scared like Pommy. You have all four main leads confident but their own unique way, untrustworthy, and at the same time you don't know who will portray the other one. It's something that you're wondering, am I rooting for the bad guys? And that's sort of the concern, I think, of the normies. Don't know how to react because it's not sexy enough, not colorful enough. And they've never seen something like this, especially how the animation is just sort of stuttery. You know what I mean? Like a offensive way. I mean more of an artistic way. And this is what I mean. It feels so refreshing and unique. The Tim Burton problem. Like, let's face it, Tim Burton was successful, but doesn't mean he was successful automatically. People were still questioning after you make Pee-wee Playhouse, after he made Night Before Christmas, after he made Batman. People were still wondering if he was successful or not. People don't know how to get his understanding of his own art. And the Gaslight District fall to that sort of area. People are second guessing each other, but people are positive, believe, yeah, this could be successful. It's just you need to give it time. In a way, yes, but at the same time, it's not helping, and people are comparing Gigi the Circus and the Gaslight District side to side. That's not helping because these two shows are completely different. They have a sort of theme similar, but it's more, one is loss and forgiveness of find who we are, and the other one is trying to understand their situation, trying to be who they are. In other words, similar but yet very different. I don't know how you felt about this. Do you feel the concerns is just over exaggeration? To me, I have to put my point. I love this pilot. I love the erratic. I love the characters. I love the lore. But the only problem is I do mention they need to breathe in between. And that's fine. That's the whole point. A pilot is all about experimentation. You have an idea. You're not sure you could pull it off. Till you have the first season. Hopefully this could be at least 2 seasons if the creator chooses. I mean, just remind you, Glitch Productions is not like network kind of shows. They listen to the creators saying how long this project could be. If you want to make it 8 or 10 episodes or 1 season and that's it, they'll be okay with was sort of a 1 season. If you get it 2 seasons, I think that's not a bad idea. I think shows only should last between 2 to 3 seasons. Only have a really deep lore, that 6 season will be the max, because I don't think shows should last that long, because it'd be sort of the Family Guy, SpongeBob sort of situation that why am I watching this? There has no point anymore to keep watching, in other words. But other than that, that's all I can say. I can see the concern of the people. I do have faith with it. I'm just a little nervous because the people are talking about, but there's not enough foot traffic or not people talking about it. Specifically normies, there are not enough cosplays or comic book sort of inspired of the Gaslight District or stories or AUs. That's the thing I have noticed, and I'm sort of starting to freak out. Hopefully let us be wrong. In fact, the original post wants to be wrong also. Like, yeah, hopefully this is just sort of a kind of maybe too much thinking about a sort of situation, overthinking in other words. But I don't know you. Maybe we are, because they have very good viewership in the original pilot. I think it's just people are not sure how to approach it. And I think that's sort of the issue. If it is, it could take a little while to fully explode, in other words. But once more, we don't know. This could be either or. Hopefully they got greenlit for at least 5 episodes. I mean, 5 episodes will be enough, because sometimes if it could become seasons, 4 to 5 episodes, that's all you need to really establish and understand the characters. They need to push it to make it more better to the second season, in other words. But all of that, that's all I can say. I don't know how you felt about it. Do you enjoy? Do you believe the same problems like everybody else? Or you think it's just people overthinking it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.